Hello everyone, this is Andre from 404 Blackhawk Tactical. Today I just want to go over the process as being a new reloader. There's tons of things out there to learn about being a reloader, and there's a lot of people out there that's willing to help you as you start on your journey. Um, this process that I'm going to talk about is just the very basics, and then later on as I'm continue, I would do other videos going into each step of reloading. Basically, it's just going to take you through my process as being a new reloader. And I think this is helpful for people who's looking to get into reloading or new beginner that's already in reloading. So I just want to go over a few things that I've been looking at or been experienced. The first thing, if you're looking into going into reloading, I say the first thing before you purchase any equipment, I would say purchase the manuals. And what I mean by purchasing the manuals in the first beginning of each manual, basically what it discusses about the history of reloading. It goes over the process about reloading. It goes over the process about what you have to do to get your case size, and then the details about how you look at cases to determine if they're good or bad. And then it also goes over different dyes you may need for the press that you may choose. In addition to, it goes over the different powders that's out there that help you to determine what recipe you want to use for when you're making your projectiles. In addition to, with that, in those books, it has a lot of calibers that's in that book that, if you're thinking about getting into 222 Remington, or if you're thinking about 7mm or 6.5 Creedmoor, a lot of these books have those different calibers that's in that book that, that you're thinking about shooting. In addition to, with these books here, some of these books that they have good customer service numbers that you can call and ask the people who create these books about different loads or different situations that you're thinking of, that you might need help in. With that said, if you decide to get into reloading, there's a lot of different manufacturers out there that produce a different press. There's Hornady, there's Lee, there's Dillon, there's Frankfurt. I'm not saying that right, but there's RCBU, there's Reddick. There's a lot of different presses that's out there for you to start with. Not only that, with each of those different brands, some of these brands have single stage presses as well that you can start off with. But for me, I end up starting off with a alternate type of press, which is a Lee. There's 3 different type of presses out there you can pretty much start with. There's the single stage press, there's the turret press, and there's the progressive press. For me, I started off with the turret press because what it's going to help me to do is going to help me get more educated on each different dyes. And that's my whole thing. I want to educate myself on learning about each one of these different dyes. That way I get to touch each one hand by hand. And also with this press here, I can also still use this as a single hand press as well, because there's a little rod that goes in here. And not to say that you got to get this press, because like I said, there's a lot of good brands out there. And I'm not downing any, I'm not going to down any type of press, because everybody have their different press that they like to gravitate to. Like I said, I just chose the Lee because it's a beginner press that you can try to learn off of it and work out all the kinks. And then as far as when I progress into reloading, then I can upgrade myself to maybe a progressive press, because with that press does more functions within one type of stroke. So, in addition to getting into reloading, you have these different dies that you have to invest in as well, that you have to learn. Each of these different dies, they come in different calibers, whatever you're thinking about you want to shoot. Like I said in the books, they have these different calibers that you can shoot. For me, I shoot 9mm, 300 Blackouts, and 223, and that's what I have in my inventory. These different calibers here, and what I mean by these calibers, you see it's like 4 here, different calibers. This is just one set of 223, and this where this book will help you learn about these different calibers, because you're going to need sets for each different projectile that you're thinking about shooting. And that's the reason why I say start with the book first, because the book has a lot of good data out there. With that said, with reloading, there's a lot of different things that you will need to purchase with that, because not only you need to get the press and the actual dies for your press, there's a lot of components that you will have to add to that going to reloading, such as you got to get yourself a decent, good scale. With some of these presses, they come with these nice beam scales, but you also have digital scales that's out there. Back here, I got a digital powder scale, but then I also have a beam scale, then I also have a digital scale. So I'm just trying a different combination of what I may like. And then also I want to do my checks and balance as well. In addition, there's, if you're going to be collecting brass from the gun range and so on, or not even need the gun range, if you're going to be shooting your brass that you purchase from manufacturing, you collect those, you're going to have to collect these here, and you're going to have to maybe put these in a tumbler. You know, they have out there wet tumblers, they have dry tumblers, they have what they call these tumblers, like an ultrasonic type of tumblers to clean your brass as well. Then also you have to buy little tools to, you know, once you resize these type of cases to the burr, and then chamfer out different fouling that's under your primers. So as well, with those different styles, so I start to stumble, but then coming along with that, you know, you have different case gauges that you might have to buy, but you don't have to buy all this type of stuff. It just, for me, I want to have a different combination of things to check against what I'm actually doing. For what I experience, a big part of reloading is quality control. And what I mean by that is that it's a lot of case prepping. So I would say a good percentage of it is case prepping, which is quality control, because you got to check your brass, you got to check how much powder that you actually, your charge as far as what you placed in your actual, your case here. And then you need to also make sure when you prime your cases that the prime are set correctly within the actual hole here. So it's a lot of, in going into reloading, it's a lot of quality control, because it's easy once you create, I don't have a bullet here, it's easy once you create the actual bullet itself. Once you go out there, you shoot it, that's it, because majority of your times you're going to be case prepping. So start with the manual, because then you'll really know if you want to get into reloading. For me, I like it for the simple fact is that it's relaxing, it's a hobby, and helps you to be more diligent in what you're actually trying to do and precise. So that's the reason why I like reloading. Going forward, the next video I'm probably going to do would be basically just talking about the manual about reloading. And then as I progress in my experience, I just started showing you guys through my progression as what I'm actually doing. These here cases I have on the table right now, I already prepped these cases here. These are already sized and they already been tumbled, and you can see how nice shiny and brass they are. They already been decapped. So these are just already prepped, ready to be maybe put away. So when I do need these here, I can just load the powder and just get these ready to be shot for ammo. With all that said, I know this is a long video. I just wanted us to talk about basically for new beginners about reloading. Like I said, there's tons of help out there. The reloading community is excellent. A lot of guys that's out there that's willing to help you. So if you do get into it, just remember you're going to have a lot of help with a lot of people that got a lot of knowledge. One of the YouTube videos or guys I follow is Highboy76. You should check him out. There's a reloading channel. That guy, he goes over different videos as far as unpacking, prepping, to show you what equipment, what stuff comes in, what stuff comes in the box when he unboxing and everything. So, and then there's another guy named, I think it was Squash. Can't think of the name, but when I do the next video, I get those exact names for you guys, so you can just look at some of those videos on YouTube. And then again, like I said, you got your books, and then you got forums out there that's on. You can ask a lot of questions as well. But with that said, this is Andre for Blackhawk Tactical. You guys take care and stay safe, and God bless.